Watch me cover the drama surrounding Mr. Beast's controversy without getting cancelled. At least I hope I'm not jinxing it. Now, as you guys know, I do not watch Mr. Beast. However, I know of him because every time the man does charity work, like helps blind people see again, or gives a car to an ushikushi waitress, you have left-leaning people on Twitter freaking out, usually socialists, and I do not understand why, because they're the same individuals that say rich people should do more, and when you see a rich person doing more, they're like, not like that. You're supposed to give your taxes to the government, and the government is the only entity capable of doing good to other people. You can't just do charity. You're making us look bad. But that's how I know about Mr. Beast, right? Like, he gets attacked almost on a weekly basis whenever he does a charitable event. And of course, there's other people saying that he does it for his PR. But at the end of the day, who cares? You know, the blind person gets to see. Does he really care if it's PR or not? But with that out of the way, Mr. Beast has a friend by the name of Chris. Appeared on his show a couple of times, as I understand. And one day, people noticed something happening with Chris looking a little bit different. And Chris comes out and says that he's transitioning. And he's been taking hormones for a while. And this is why he is glad to finally come out and tell to people that now it's no longer a he, but a she. And this caused a little bit of concern on the internet because the fans apparently pointed out that Chris is married with children. How does this affect their family life? You know, when you're a public person and you decide to make your private life public, of course, these types of conversations are going to happen. Celebrity gossip is a thing for hundreds of years since celebrities were invented, and being a celebrity gives you access to many perks. You got a megaphone, you have fame, people recognize you on the streets, you make a lot of money, but unfortunately, you lose some of that privacy. And, you know, when you make photos to the public with your family, with your child, and you talk about transitioning, of course people are going to start discussing about it, whether you think it's moral or not, it's going to happen. Now, Mr. Beast's response was to defend a friend. But unfortunately, sometimes in order to defend a friend, it's more effective to do nothing than to actually do something. Because on the internet, we have the expression, do not feed the trolls, which Mr. Beast has done and has antagonized a lot of people on the internet. One of the things that I seen him doing was to respond to a Twitter account that had 30 followers saying ratioed. So the Twitter account, if I remember correctly, was saying disparaging things about Chris. And Mr. Beast comes up and says ratio. Which, again, like, you got tens of millions of followers. You're ratioing a Twitter account with, what, like 30 followers? I'm not even going to say punching down, like at this point is what are you doing? You're giving attention to other people who are going to say, well, if I say disparaging thing, maybe Mr. Beast can ratio me as well. And I guarantee to you, this is a tactic that people can use to gain followers. I mean, it has been done on YouTube for quite a while. Basically, it's one way to grow without using the algorithm by criticizing or being antagonistic to someone that has more followers than you or more subscribers. And when that person responds, usually you will get views. And sometimes, like, some of those views may even transform into subscribers. So Mr. Beast's constant defense of his friend is actually helping make the problem worse rather than better. Another one is when a YouTuber made a video saying that Chris is a nightmare. He wasn't talking about the individual, he was talking about the situation, because Mr. Beast's channel is very politically neutral. Like, he doesn't talk about anything divisive. Like, the videos are wholesome, they are there for entertaining both right-wing, left-wing, regardless of political ideology, religion, or whatever. But now, he's partaking into this divisive issue that's causing drama, you know, the ratioing people with 30 followers. So, that's the nightmare, right? Like, he should just be able to do his own videos, but instead, now he's gotta do all of this damage control that we're going to talk a little bit further. But not only that, now he is misgendering Chris, right? Like, he posted that this is getting absurd, Chris isn't my nightmare, he is my fucking friend. Well, yeah, but like, you see, you can't say he. And this antagonized a lot of left-leaning people on Twitter now. So, you see, that's the nightmare that people are talking about. It's not Chris, but it's the situation that you're placed in. And the situation that he is placed in is that when you are a public figure on the internet and you antagonize people and then you feed the trolls, you have certain individuals that are going to start digging up into your past. And they're going to see previous tweets, they're going to see previous activities that you've done, stuff that you may not be proud of. Especially if it's taken out of context in some cases, or like imagine this, you say something misogynistic in 2020, you then say something even more misogynistic in 2021, you say something misogynistic in 2022 and 2023, and then when someone takes all the misogyny and puts them on a paper, it makes you look like an asshole, doesn't it? I mean, this is a reputation-ruining thing. I haven't looked into Chris's past, I do not know, but what he did, but what I do see is that people are getting a lot of tweets that are incredibly problematic, some may even be disturbing, and they are compiling them, right? So Mr. Beast defending Chris is now, in a way, being tied to those tweets where he seems to like cartoons of girls that haven't reached the age of maturity. Now, again, this is problem, because it adds to the drama, like things that shouldn't even happen. And I do believe that if he were to just ignore it, all of this drama would have gone away by now. But when you feed the trolls, it is what it is. And of course, ignoring it is also difficult, but the bigger you are, the more difficult it is to go away. I do believe that eventually this is going to stop, unless Mr. Beast keeps feeding them. He doesn't appear to be feeding them, but if you were to start attacking his fans, if you were to start banning people and blocking people and stuff like that, then the situation is going to last a lot longer than it should. Again, I do not want to give advice to a YouTuber that's a lot bigger than me. Like, clearly they know what they are doing because they have more subs, but all in all, I would point out that this is the correct way of handling it, because I don't think Mr. Beast has been involved with this type of drama before. Where you go on and antagonize a very volatile and very terminally online part of the internet. And the solution is not to respond, because you cannot win. They have anonymous accounts. They have burner accounts. There's thousands of people. What can you do? They know who you are. They can see your internet history. You don't know what they do. You don't know who they are. So that's why not engaging is the thing, because what they do want is attention. But we'll see how it turns out. Again, I do not think that Mr. Beast is going to lose subscribers over this. From what I looked, it's quite the contrary. Like, he's gaining. So, it is what it is. The question is, when will they stop digging and looking into the past? But we'll see, right? Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.